All right, here we go. Last day of riding in Mexico. I wanted to start it off with a good coffee. Fortunately, there's a Starbucks a block from the hotel. Good morning and welcome to our very last map session. So I'll go back a couple of days. I'm in Hermosillo right now, but so the day before, so 2 days ago, I rode from Los Mochis right here, and I just stuck to the freeway once again. The toll road here, number 15, which runs all the way south. Bypassed Guaymas and the last stretch into Hermosillo where I am now. So that was yesterday actually. So today I'm actually going to make it to the US border at Nogales, which is right here. So again, just take the toll all the way up. And then interesting, at kilometer 21, which is roughly right here, that's where the customs office is, where I have to cancel my temporary import permit for the bike. So I'll have to stop just there, and it's a pretty obvious place. It's actually sort of in the middle between the northbound and southbound lanes. And from there, I will just continue north to the Mariposa border crossing into Nogales. That should take about 3 hours, and then continue on north into Tucson for that'll be another couple hours, I believe. And at that point, I have an Airbnb. I'll drop off the bike tomorrow for storage, and then in a couple of days, I'll make it up to Phoenix and take my flight home. 280 kilometers to the border at Nogales. So that area where you stop for customs, I remember stopping there, I think it was in 2019. So what's interesting about the Mexican border, or the laws, I guess, not the border itself. Hang on, am I supposed to turn here? Sure looks that way, doesn't it? Alright. I was saying, the first, I think it's about 30 kilometers or so along the Mexican-US border is actually an area where you don't require like a tourist pass or anything like that, or a permit for that matter. You would need insurance if you're driving in, but that's got nothing to do with the immigration laws. So there's kind of a free zone, and then the entire state of Baja California and Baja California Sur are in the same boat. You do require the tourist permit, but not the vehicle importation permit there. So that's why in some spots all the immigration offices are actually located further south from the actual physical border, and that's the case outside of Nogales at kilometer 21 on Highway 15, which is the highway I will be taking. So in fact, cross the border, you may end up not speaking with anybody because there's no booth or anything that you drive up to, as you might have seen in episode 1 of this season. There is a light that is random, for which you might have to go in for inspection, but if you get a green light, you just drive right in and nobody's really looking at you. So that's very different from what we're accustomed to. No, gracias. This is a truck lineup for a military checkpoint, and I just started recording. I was more than halfway into this lineup here. So there's a lot of northbound inland security in Mexico as you approach the border, and I think that's something that the Americans pressure the Mexicans to do. I don't think I've ever come this way. Hola.
¿Cómo está?
¿Cómo?
¿Cómo está, oiga? ¿Todo en orden?
Bien, bien. How are you?
Bueno.
Habla solo un poco. Un poquito.
Okay.
Estoy de Canadá.
De Canadá.
Sí.
Where are you going?
A la frontera. Sí.
Douglas, Arizona.
I'm going to Tucson.
Tucson. Hermosillo.
Sí.
Your name?
I'll give you my ID.
ID.
Sí.
¿El año?
2012.
Sí.
¿Está bien? Gracias. sometimes things go faster when you don't speak a lot of Spanish. It limits the number of questions they feel like asking. Que lo vaya bien. So I just stopped for a quick drink and to fill up the bike, and a gentleman pulled up and was looking at the bike, started chatting with me. He's from Tijuana in northern Baja, right on the border by San Francisco, and his name is Arturo Vasquez, and what a nice man. And hopefully you're watching, Arturo. Hello, it was a pleasure meeting you and your mother, and his elderly mother was very kind and they were very welcoming. And I said to him, and I meant it, it's people like him that keep me coming back to Mexico almost every year. And he said it himself when we were talking. He said, because I told him there's so many nice people in Mexico, and he said there are nice people everywhere and there are bad people everywhere. And that is exactly what I keep saying about any place I've been in the world. And that's why you shouldn't be scared to travel to 99% of the planet if you can. Arturo, very nice to meet you. Mucho gusto.
Let's go!
Hola, buenas tardes. Hello. Aquí. Long sort of no man's land road before you actually get to the border, which is interesting, and you have to pay a toll to get on it, which is 24 pesos, and then they split you up between trucks and cars. So the trucks would be on that side of the concrete barrier. I'm eager to see how this looks. It's about 10, not quite 10 kilometers long from the point at which you pay the toll. And then the Mexican customs were all the way at the other end before the toll. So if you're going into Mexico, That's where they were set up. But I think this is actually Mexico. Like, haven't seen the border fencing or anything, so interesting. Just kind of get dumped into the fray here. See, cutting across the hill there, you can see the border fence. So this is technically, I would say, on the US side, I'm thinking. It's designed in such a way that you really can't cut through on a bike. And I was looking for the Sentry lanes where you can use your Nexus card, but I saw no indication of that. So I don't know if that's what we're in, or if that's what these guys are. This lineup honestly wasn't that bad. I think I've been here 5 minutes and I'm 6th in line. Hi there.
How you doing?
Good, how are you today?
Good, good. What's that, global?
Sorry?
Is that your global?
It's a Nexus card. Yeah. I was looking, is there a Sentry line somewhere?
Not here.
Oh, okay.
At the other one.
one.
We do.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the other one we do.
There's no, it was really quick, so not a big deal.
No, okay.
I've just never crossed
Where are you
there.
coming from, guy?
So I've been in Mexico for a month. My last city was Hermosillo,
Oh, okay.
or Hermosillo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you go to San Carlos this last weekend? They had a bike rally.
No.
No? Yeah, they had a big bike rally.
I'm kind of a loner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, but
No, I wasn't even aware of it.
Yeah, I'm a rider myself.
Are you?
Yeah.
What
But
are-
I didn't want to go over there this time.
What do you ride?
I ride Harley, street light.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 2 street lights.
So I'm a police officer back home, and I was a motor cop for like 10 years. So
Oh, really?
I rode Harley, but we switched to BMW recently here. So
Yeah, and I heard it's supposed to be better than the
for this city, they're just way more maneuverable.
Yeah,
But,
yeah, the Harleys are. Yeah.
Oh, the BMWs, the little RT 1250s.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That-
yeah,
that
yeah.
The BMWs are more maneuverable. They're better. They're lighter than a Harley.
Harleys look better though.
Oh yeah, yeah. You look cooler in it too.
We're all good?
Yeah, all good, sir.
I'm just gonna pull up here and put my helmet on.
No problem.
Thank you.
Take care. Be safe.
Take care. Well, I guess Mexico wasn't the end of checkpoints. This is an inland U.S. Border Patrol checkpoint. So, from what I have read and heard, they are the Supreme Court of the United States. has allowed them to set up these checkpoints. I think it's within 100 miles of any border area, including the ocean. Well, that was uneventful. This is what I've woken up to in Tucson. Oh, it's melted a fair bit by now. It was snowing last night. So I'm supposed to take this bike over to the storage place this morning, but I have to remove a little bit of snow first. And I don't have a snow brush. So after 29 days of travel, almost 7,000 kilometers in Mexico, this is where I landed. At this tiny house built out of a shipping container, which is a great Airbnb here in Tucson, Arizona. All I have left to do is put the bike in storage and then head up to Phoenix to catch my flight home, and then start planning the next adventure. Thanks so much for joining me for this season of Adventures Without Borders.